Hi, I'm Pat. This is Book Chat with Pat, and I'm glad you're here. Today I'm going to do the I'm So Annoyed BookTube tag. This was originally created by Melinda at Web of Stories, who made a video about things that were bookish things that were annoying her. And then Kelly at Books I'm Not Reading turned it into a tag. I've been tagged by MJ at Reading This Life and by James at Quaint and Curious. So here we go. Number one, do publishers ever do things that you find annoying? Share an example. I find new editions of a book that will have pictures from the movie or the Netflix series. I find that really annoying. I don't like that. I like artwork on my books, but I don't like TV or movies or mini series on book covers. I don't like that. So that I find that annoying. I won't buy those if I can help it. I don't know if this is so much a publisher issue or if this is just my aging issue, but I find that publishers who use a reader unfriendly font size, I find that really annoying. I'm rereading Middlemarch right now. I already own 2 different editions of it. I abandoned the first one right away. I couldn't see it, and then I went on to the second one, and I'm really struggling. So I'm either going to have to move to my Kindle where I can make the font as big as I want, or I'm going to have to buy a new edition. And maybe it's time for me to start looking for large print editions of books. I didn't think so, but maybe it is. Okay, number 2, have you ever been annoyed by a spoiler, even something as simple as someone else telling you that there's a great twist? No, that doesn't annoy me. I don't like spoilers if I'm, watching a movie or a mini series, but in books, that doesn't bother me because I don't think we're really reading a book, just for what happens next. There's so many other things that are going on that are interesting, that so knowing that something's going to happen, that does not annoy me or affect me negatively in any way. And maybe that's why I like to reread books so much. It doesn't matter that I know what's going to happen. That's okay. Okay, number 3, have you ever been annoyed by what you discovered in a little free library, a book sale, or a used bookstore? Tell us what you found and why it was so annoying. I can't think of a time when I ever found anything in a little free library, but I've definitely found things in books that I have purchased from used bookstores. I just recently purchased a book from an online used bookseller, and when I got the book, it must have, if it had one, it had 60 Post-it notes in it that the previous reader had left in the book. And I thought, that's so odd that somebody, donated or cashed in or sold a book and left their Post-it notes in the book. I thought that was odd, but then that the seller sold it and didn't bother to take them out. That I thought was it was more than a little annoying. It was a little annoying. And also in that same book, I found an appointment card for the previous owner's cat, a vet appointment. So I hope the cat's okay. Okay, number 5, Deckled Edges, beautiful or annoying? I think they're beautiful in old books. I like those very much. In books that we buy today, I don't love them. They're pretty, but they're a little annoying. It's hard to turn the pages sometimes. So, I mean, I'm sounding like I'm ancient. I can't see the text. I can't turn the pages. but really, I like smooth, uniform pages. I think, even though deckled edges, they are beautiful. Okay. Number 6. Other people's annotations in a used book or library book. Annoying, or are you okay with it? If I'm buying a used book, I'm a little annoyed by other people's annotations, post-it notes, or highlighting. I don't really like that. But in old books that I have that belong to my parents, I love finding annotations from them. My mother didn't write in her novels, but she did write notes in her cookbooks, and I have those, and I adore those. And I have some of my father's college texts from the 1940s, and he used to work all day and then commute to college by train, and he would study on the train, and so I have some of his books, and they have his pages of notes that he would make for himself, and index cards and margin notes. Whenever I come upon anything like that, I it just feels like I'm getting a little message from them, and I do adore those. Those are treasured. Number 7, is there a series? If there's a series or a collection of certain kinds of books, like an imprint, and changes are made, are you annoyed or okay with it? If yes, give an example. I am not annoyed by this. Unless you pointed it out to me, I don't know that I would even notice. So no, that does not annoy me at all. Okay. Number 8, do the decisions of characters in a novel ever annoy you? Share the book and what decisions you found annoying. Well, I guess that's the stuff of literature. Characters making, bad decisions or the wrong decision, and then we see what happens. It doesn't annoy me. There certainly have been many examples where, I want to grab the character and shake the character or scream. But I can't say annoyance is what I feel. I'm thinking right now of Macbeth. There's so much dramatic irony where the audience knows things that the characters don't know, and you want to yell at them, you want to warn them, you want to tell them not to do certain things. I'm thinking of King Duncan arriving at the Macbeth castle for a little visit, to sort of reward him for his, good work in battle. And he's thinking that he's arrived at this beautiful place. He makes this comment about how the air, nimbly and sweetly recommends itself to his gentle senses, and he's so happy to be there. And the audience knows that they're plotting to kill him, and you want to scream, no, don't go in there. And then he does, and then they kill him. So that's a good example. And then I used to teach, every year I would teach Oedipus the King to one of my senior classes. And there's just a great example in there of, lots of bad decisions. I mean, Oedipus is told that he's been given a prophecy that he's going to kill his father and marry his mother. And so he leaves home to try to prevent that from happening. And then, the first person he meets along the road, in a classical act of road rage, he kills this person. Gets mad at the guy on the road, and gets into a fight, and he kills him. And of course, it turns out to be his father. So, yeah, that the first guy you meet, you have to kill. Okay, so I won't go on. I could do this all day. So, okay. Number 9, are you ever annoyed by how someone organizes their books? What do you find annoying? No. What other people do with their books, I never find that annoying. I love to look at people's book collections, but I can't ever think of a time when I've been annoyed by how somebody has organized their books. I am annoyed at how my books are organized right now. I have an office/library upstairs, and I'm having some work done in that room now, and everything is in a state of absolute disarray, and I can't find anything. So I'm annoyed at myself and my lack of, it's chaos up there, my lack of organization right now. It's bad. Okay, number 10, share something bookish that you find annoying. Something other than all the things I've just said. Well, this is a bookish thing, I guess. I've been working my way through the Read 24 Banned Books in 2024 challenge that MJ at Reading This Life has created. And I find that, just reading and rereading books, wonderful books that have been banned, I find not reading the books, I find the idea of banning books annoying. It's more than annoying, it's enraging. So that would be my answer for question number 10. Okay, question 11 is tag other people. Okay, here we go. I am tagging Kindles and Kicks. I am tagging genre books. I am tagging Beyond Books. I'm tagging Grammaticus books. I am tagging Ellen Made Book Club. Angelia at Read and Reread. Mike at Reading with One Mundane Man. Fallon's Tone. And Bonnie Nicole at Bonnie Nicole Writes. Okay, that was fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.